Afro Avenger Issue Number 9, Comic Review.
Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. Yo, check this out. Welcome to this second episode, or I guess we could say first episode. Not for certain yet on what we're gonna call it. I'm still trying to figure that thing out. So y'all bear with me. You know what I'm saying? We could call it off panel, but we ain't gonna call it off panel because that title has been taken by somebody else. Shout out to the dude David. You know what I'm saying? Who created the podcast Off Panel. As I said in my live, if you look on my live, Small YouTubers Live 5, I mentioned the whole story about off panel and everything of that nature. So we're gonna figure out a name to call this comic review series. I could call it Comics Review by the GOAT or GOAT's Comic Review. I don't know. I might call it GOAT's Comic Review. I don't know yet. We're gonna figure out something. I thought I have a name by now, but Off Panel was a name that I was thinking of for over 20 years now. First I had that name visualized in my head back in 1999, and if you look in this video right here, I'll be showcasing the very first off-panel episode that I did, which was almost 5 years ago, which was like right around the same time that the dude David started his off-panel show podcast. So what we're gonna do at first, I was gonna upload them separately, but I'm gonna upload them together. So this is the beginning of the video, and y'all gonna see the first episode that I did almost 5 years ago, back in 2015, where I showcased Pink Hammer issue number 2. So I'm gonna quit talking right now. I'm gonna let y'all get at this right here. Take it away, Slim Jim Longfoot from 2015. Yo, what's up, world? It's your man right here, the GOAT, King of America, otherwise known as Slim Jim Longfoot. I'm just here chilling in the lab for a second. Had a crazy idea going on in my head. Let's see. I first had this idea when I was a teenager. Back then, before the internet took over, we had, all different ways of looking up about comic books, like Wizard, of course. What's the other mag? The major mag, big catalog. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's been so long. But we had plenty of ways of finding out about comic books. And so I had this magazine idea in my head back then called Off Panel. And so here we go. Off Panel. The first episode of Off Panel.
Off panel, off panel, off panel, off panel.
How you, boy? First up on Off Panel is ta-da-da-da-da, Pink Hammer issue number 2. Written, created, and illustrated by Terance Baker, also known as Artist Baker, the founder of Baker Comics, as well as the Independent Creators Connection, where a lot of people might be seeing this video and abroad or whatever like that, depending on where all I post it. So anyway, Pink Hammer issue number 2 is the long-awaited, issue for the Pink Hammer series, which features the power and destruction and chaos caused by Pink Hammer under the control of the Entity, who has been seeking out the Crimson Force for centuries, a millennium. The Crimson Force is, of course, the spirits that powers that Tasha Brown, aka the Pink Hammer, draws from. So the Entity caught up with her at the end of issue number 1, after seeking her for 6 months. He turned her, corrupted her power, the Crimson Force, and now she is causing chaos in Miami, Florida, where all of the major superheroes, including Captain Defender, the premier superhero of the Baker's Comic universe, comes to intervene and try to stop Pink Hammer, and from, wrecking the city and wrecking the heroes, because the goal of the entity is to make it to where the Crimson Force first appeared on Earth, which is in Africa. And there are ancient beings who protects the dignity and the light of the Crimson Force, who have awakened as well now that the Crimson Force holder, Tasha Brown, has been corrupted. So this awesome book right here, Pink Hammer, like I said, was illustrated by the creator, Terance Baker, and was magnificently colored by the late Jason Fernandez, who passed last month, unfortunately, at the young age of 33. This man, his colors are vibrant, eclectic. I mean, they pop out at you, and I really, really love them. I really love these colors. I was actually going to color Pink Hammer too, but our schedules between me and Baker, got miscommunicated, and so Jason Fernandez was tapped to color this book, and I'm so glad that he did, because this, of course, is one more legacy of his for us all to see. And when I heard about his death, it was just like, geez, like, really? Like, I see this guy all the time posting on Facebook, and and I had just recently liked his art page, and everything he's been doing with Body Jumpers, with Sin Chronicles, with Eric Legs and his Centennials. I mean, Jason Fernandez was definitely a presence in the art community, via Facebook and everywhere else, and he's definitely that lost there, man. I look at this book and it's like, what I'm saying, that was life, and that's his legacy that he left behind right there, with these colors and his passion for the genre, his passion for art and life, period. And this book, I do a little showcase a page here that I really like. This shot here, Pink Hammer taking on one of the heroes. You may have seen this before online in the preview. I think it is dang awesome. Dang awesome. Yeah. This book is definitely a great read. So I suggest that you pick it up. It's available right now on indieplanet.com, and go check it out. And this video is about 6 minutes now. I'm about to end this video with a quick drawing that I did of Tasha Brown's transformation by the end of this book. Fully on is the Dark Hammer. So enjoy it. I'll let you later. This is your boy, Slim Jim Longfoot, off panel, inside Scoop the Comics. There you go. So I hope y'all enjoyed that right there. That was the very first episode of Off Panel, well, the only episode of Off Panel, the comic review video series that I did. And now we're about to get into this right here. This right here, I just got this in the mail today. This is Afro Avenger Issue Number 9. Y'all will see me open this thing up. It ain't even been open yet, so here we go. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all get to see the opening of this thing. And boom, here we go, y'all. Afro Avenger, issue number 9, Rise of Applejack, part 1 of 4. You know what I'm saying? This is an honest review. This is a real review. I don't sugarcoat nothing. But let me let you know like this. My guy Kevin Chapman, the creator of Afro Avenger, I've been rocking with him for some years now, ever since before he started the Afro Avenger series. I also have some art in here. Okay, cool. Got a poster in here. Check that out. I got a poster in here of the villains, you know what I'm saying, the Rogues Gallery from Afro Avenger. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about right there. That's dope. That came out nice right there. As a matter of fact, I remember when he drew this on Instagram. So that's dope right there. I'm going to keep that in there because it's too big to fit inside of the book. So it's going to be right there. One of these probably have to like get a frame for it one day, you know. These right here are the previous issues of Afro Avenger, from issue number 1, issue number 2, issue number 3, issue number 4, issue number 5, issue number 6, issue number 7, and issue number 8. And now we are about to dive into issue number 9 of the Afro Avenger. So we're about to check this out. Also, this is the very first colored issue of Afro Avenger. The rest of the issues have been in black and white. So, you know what I'm saying? We're about to check this out. We're going to change scenery real quick, like so. Yeah, there we go. It's a lot more little cozy and whatnot, right? I hope y'all get that off the screen there, you know. Hope y'all enjoying this, you know. The ambiance is a little bit better. My face is itching. I'm going to be shaving this Friday, y'all. So be on the lookout for that video where I am showcasing the magic shaving cream that I'll be using this Friday. I just got it today, and I'm going to use that this Friday. I'm going to line my hair up, cut my hair, and shave my face on Friday with the magic shaving powder that I got. I wanted to do that because I want to see how smooth it is. You know, it's supposed to, you know, alleviate razor bumps and all that stuff. I haven't used magic powder since I was a teenager, but of course I ain't using it anymore because of course I knew the smell was strong back then, and I really wasn't crazy about, you know, shaving my face to that core, even though I know, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to help in the sense. It's been over a week since I shaved. It's been over a week since I shaved, so now I was going to shave again on this Friday, so I have a fresh, clean face for the first of the month, and, you know, start back the process of my beard growth starting on the first day of the month, you feel me? So that's why I'm going to shave this Friday. So now we're about to get into Afro Avenger, issue number 9. Time to open it up. Already it's definitely dope. I like the inside, you know what I'm saying? We got in the inside cover, we got some art on the inside cover, you know what I'm saying, with Afro Avenger right there. The color is clean on it. The color is clean on it. This book has been brought to y'all. Yep, he's still using Comics Wellspring. Comics Wellspring is who Kevin Chapman uses to print his comics, print his K-World comics. So this is, of course, Afro Avenger, The Rise of Applejack, part 1 of 4 from K-World Comics, written and drawn by Kevin Chapman. The inside cover reads, "It's been 6 months since the events of Dethroned, and Kamal has been at it each night trying to keep the people of urban Newport safe. But the task has officially gotten harder for our hero, meeting his match with a new villain on the scene." So, all right now. So, here we go. All right. I'm not reading this out loud, you know, but, you know, I'm checking it out. So, here we go. The colors look great. I'm glad that, you know, he finally, you know, put his coloring on it. The only drawback that I'm still not crazy about, because me, you know, I'm a self-proclaimed I'm not going to use the word that I want to use, but no, I'm going to go ahead and use it because I say it all the time. I'm a font whore, and I love fonts. I love fonts. I love the crap out of fonts. I love fonts, and so the only thing that that truly needs improving is the lettering because when it comes to lettering, lettering and editing, I love lettering, and if the letters aren't completely superb in the comic, and of course you're reading the book, it's kind of going to be kind of hard to read it. But at this point, 9 issues in, I've gotten used to the lettering of Afro Avenger. Of course, hopefully the edits, as far as like the errors and spelling is to a minimum, because I'm a spell freak too. Even though I try not to, teach people because I'm not a teacher, but I try not to teach people too much on the internet because people gonna spell the way they spell. But when you have a book, you definitely, I mean, it's mind-boggling, especially when you're doing it yourself. But you gotta make sure that all your words are spelt, correctly, unless you have a character who pronunciates in a way that their words aren't spelled correctly, like if a person in your book or a character in your book says "fo" instead of "for," So if that's their vernacular, if that's how they talk, then then you go ahead and do it how you do it. Just like when you read the X-Men back in the day, the way Nightcrawler talked, the way Banshee talked, Sean Cassidy, so that's how you determine, people's accents from the way that their words come out of their mouth, whether it's in a book with no pictures or a comic book, a sequential art book. So it's looking good so far. I'm still on the first page. I like I say, the colors, they're clean, and I'm liking the glossy paper. Like I just got through looking at some of the early issues. Well, I can't recall if the paper was this glossy though, but with the coloring, I think it pops out a little bit more. I don't remember as a matter of fact, I know the first issue, the pages, and it wasn't as glossy because I just went over the first issue right before I started, doing this review here. So let's see. I know this is going to be getting kind of long, but hey, I'm about to quit talking to y'all and I'm about to get into this book. So now I'm turning from the first page. I'm really liking the conversation between these cops out here. And dude said he was first on the scene. His partner had to go to the bathroom. Something's crazy out here. This dude right here, he ain't playing no games. This dude, he got a mouth on him. Hold on, let me see if we call his name just yet. I don't think we call his name. Gaddis. That's the gentleman with the afro, with the salt and pepper afro and beard. His name is Gaddis. He's a cop. Yeah, I'm digging his bluntness, the bluntness of his character. He seems like a dude, who done been around the block, done seen it all, done it all. But he about to really see what's popping in a minute. Dang, it's ugly. My man said, I don't know, partner, but the corner is gonna need more bags, a lot more bags. So whatever they just saw is some crazy stuff. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yo. Now that's nice. Kevin, you got down on that, bro. Wow. Man, that's a crazy scene. That's a crazy scene. You hit that one out the park. And when you're making a book, when you're making a comic book, what you want to do when it comes to your books is have a page turner. Have something shocking on that opposite page, on that next page. Once you turn that page, you want to have something shocking on it. Like if you read, if you are a person who enjoys comic books or a person who's trying to make comic books, Eric Larson, who is one of the founders of Image Comics and the creator of Savage Dragon, he teaches that, preaches that a lot when it comes to your comics and how you want to capture your audience when it comes to once you turn that page and you see something. And when I saw him say we're going to need a lot more bags, something told me I was going to see something crazy on that next page. But what we see is insane. It's crazy, you know. And for Kevin Chapman's art style, his art style is, you know what I'm saying, laid back, you know what I'm saying, not really, you know, like crazy detailed. So I can only imagine like you know, in their world, you see a scene like this, you know, in real life, if you saw a scene like this, yeah, that's nothing to forget right there. And this is crazy. I dig that. That's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Wow, that's horrid. That's horrid. That's horrid. Yo, Kevin. Hey, I see you, man. I see you. That's crazy. Now I'm looking at the next page now. Bling bling. Bling bling. I love their car. I love these girls' car. Their car is crazy. Their car is crazy. They got the ratchet mobile for sure. Blue, yellow, red, or orange. I just know we got the green. I love these pics already. Like I seen the character designs on your channel, on your page, but man. Yo, there he is. That's a hot shot right there. That's a hot shot. I'm loving that shot right there. That's a hot shot. That's a hot shot. Yo, I gotta show y'all this shot right here though. On this page, that's a hot shot right there. You know what I'm saying? The colors is looking clean on that. Afro Avenger in all his glory got his hoodie on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He's standing up there at the top. That's a hot shot right there. That's a hot shot. Shout outs, Kevin. That's a hot shot right there. That looks real good. That looks real good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, I give anybody credit, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to building work. Because I hate builders. God, I hate builders. I hate buildings, Jesus. Like, I could probably do the most dopest buildings, but I have to have a lot of time and patience to do all that. I hate buildings to the utmost, y'all. I know just like right now, y'all looking at me in this angle, like y'all see the perspective of the way the ceiling is, you know, and you see the door back there and the curtains. I know that perspective is crazy, but of course, when you're looking at me, I'm right here in your middle. You know what I'm saying? Straight forth. You know, like that's a crazy perspective that y'all see right there. Like I'm straight forth, but everything else has got this slanted thing going on here. You know, I hope that's cool with y'all. If not, oh well, it's the only way I can set up my iPad for right here. But you know, it's all good. But yeah, this is looking great though. This is looking great. Yeah, I just turned the page. She like, what the hell is that? A damn tree? Boy, they is ratchet, boy. They is ratchet. These girls is ratchet. And I'm looking at them, they look like, they twins. These girls are twins. Man, they some boy. Why that car, man, what that car look like is a face with gold teeth. They car, man, I tell you. She messing up the whip, goddamn. She daggone shooting at the man. I see what Kevin was trying to do right there. He was trying to angle his head. I see what you were trying to do right there in this shot right here, Kevin, on this page, to have Afro's head looking down. Yeah, I know that's a tough shot to do perspective wise, you know, when you're trying to angle somebody's head down. And that's definitely an area that you gotta improve on when it comes to your angles. But I see where you were going with it, and trust me, I remember those angles, you know, back in the day. So definitely study, you know, study up on those shots of perspective, as far as like, you know, the angles of the way your character's head is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I know where you know what you were going for right there with him looking down like that. I know what you were going for. I just noticed that though, because that was the first thing I saw when I turned the page and saw his head right there. But I just read back up to read the story. Kill you later, Disco Man. Comb that. They want to call him Disco Man because he got the afro. Disco Man. You know what? That's very smart, actually. The fact that they have an auto shop. Makes sense with the car that they have. For them to have an auto shop. And they right next door to Willie Chills. I wonder if they related to him because they are about the same complexion as Willie. If they're not related to him, they gotta know him being that close to him. See, I'm a Bingo, but hey, I like that face right there. That face looks good. That's a good face right there. YouTube been giving me fits for the past month. Man said Urban Newport's gotten worse. Been 6 months since Julian been behind bars. Of course, we read that on the inside cover. I like the aerial shot. That aerial shot is dope, my man. You did a great job on this aerial shot. Like I say, when it come to buildings and land, man, I can't stand that. But you did great. You did a good job on that. You did a good job on that. Shout out to Mac. Mac be holding it down. Mac is the alpha. You know. Oh. Oh, I know who that is. That's Anubia. That's what's up. I'm sorry if I spoiled that for y'all, but y'all definitely check out the series and find out who Sanubia is. I love the subtlety of her outfit. I'm digging how she's looking right here. Thanks, Mac. Like, dang, Mac, it's like that. That's how you feel, girl. On this page right here, Arthur Eccles, talking to Afro Avenger. And it's going down. It's going down, y'all. Afro Avenger Issue Number 9. That was a well-read issue. You know what I'm saying? It had a lot going on in it. From the beginning where we came across some craziness that happened at the Laugh House. Then, of course, we ran into these girls, the Ratchets, who, you know what I'm saying, was stealing from businesses. And Afro Avenger, of course, tracked them down. Then we went into him back at the center, his dad's center. Seeing Mac, and of course seeing someone that we hadn't seen since issue 3. Interaction between Afro Avenger and the reporter, Eccles. And then we caught up with the creep who Afro Avenger faced in issue number 3. And now on to the big bad. So we got 3 more parts of this. The Rise of Applejack, y'all. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it all. So kudos, shout outs to Kevin Chapman on this spectacular issue of Afro Avenger, the very first interior colored issue. You know what I'm saying? If one brother can help, it's him. It's Afro Avenger. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be on the lookout. If you have indie comics, if you're an indie comic book creator, you know, if you enjoyed this review and would like for me to, review your book and, check your book out, whether it's digital or physical. You know, you can send me a copy. If you want to send me a digital copy, you can send me a digital copy to my email. It won't be below. So if you want to get a hold of me, hit me up in my DM on Instagram. Everybody should be on Instagram at this point. So hit me up in my DM on Instagram, GOAT1408. And then, we can go from there if you would like to get a review from your boy, Slim Jim Longfoot, a.k.a. the GOAT, King of America. Meantime, between times, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Once again, I'm out, y'all. Afro Avenger. If one brother can help, it's him. You know, the vigilante of Urban Newport, a.k.a. the Afro Avenger. We out, y'all. One love.
Tell them don't waste my time. Tell them don't waste my time. Tell them don't waste my time.